This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Our World is Ended. In the last episode, we escaped the Men in Black to make it back to base, though no one initially believed me, and we threw off the explanation as it being just like crazy otaku. And maybe it is them, it's hard to say, but anyway, we're back to studying, getting ready for college, and Natsumi-san has made us some food, because she was that clearly tsundere initial of her, and we had a choice on select the soul, and apparently doing nothing meant we liked the food so much that we just focused on it, and that made her happy, to a point, I guess. Maybe there are better choices, but anyway, let's continue on and see what happens next. Suddenly, I'm struck with a question. Do you make porridge often? She doesn't turn around, but she still responds. I do. You know how easy it is to get hungry when working into the night, right? I often go for porridge, and when that happens, it's easier to digest than even onigiri, so it feeds you without overworking your stomach. You take digestibility into consideration? That's very like you, but don't you get tired of just porridge? Well, I've eaten ramen and like peanut butter sandwiches for weeks on end before, so I would if I didn't change the taste every time. Natsumi-san sighs. That's why I always look for what we have in the fridge and improvise. The recipe is different every time. I had porridge with daikon, chicken, and apricot, among other things. Apricot? You monster! Nah, I find that kind of gross. Oh, so you have quite the repertoire. Being unable to do this much is a given. I make my food myself. This egg rice porridge is good, but I mentioned the others too. I imagine that anything you make is good. I'd say that I'd like to try them someday, but that would be too impudent. Your impudence. Your arrogance. The fact that I was given this porridge is already a miracle. Ah, yes, they're good. I'm the one making them after all. If I somehow, by some mistake or accident, make too much sometimes, I might have you help me take care of it again. She says it slowly with lots of emphasis. Natsumi-san. The words are a ray of light to me. She's being annoyingly indirect, but that basically sounds like a promise. No, I mean she's cold and mean sometimes like that, so. Alright, I'll be waiting. We eat the porridge and enjoy some idle chatter. I felt awkward around her recently, but I feel like that's gone now. I hope not, otherwise they'll get rid of the comedy, dude. Thank you for the porridge. This will help the rest of my studies. Of course, if you don't get the credit after eating my porridge, I'll curse you. Study as if your life depends on it. Natsumi-san takes all the tableware and heads towards the dev room. Ah, let me clean those. I'd like to do it that much, at least that much. Alright then, go ahead, I'll leave it here. She places the tableware on a desk and heads towards the door again. Weren't you gonna work? I changed my mind. Also, it's hard to work with people around. So do your best with your studies. Good night. Is this why people like tsundere so much? And so she walks out of the dev room. Though she tried to make it seem otherwise, she obviously made the porridge for me. I can almost feel her kindness fill my body through her cooking. Alright, this'll keep me studying hard for a while. Phrasing. I recompose myself, face the desk, and open the reference book. So was that the studying scene, or did we skip a scene because of studying and we got that scene anyway? It's hard to say sometimes. With the others helping me out here and there, I spend the night studying for the exams. But we only get points for Natsumi, I guess. Thus comes the exam day, I somehow make it through. I assume you make it through no matter what, it's just whatever scene you get. Reiji's room, 7/29/2017, Saturday, 13 in the afternoon, after 1 afternoon. On the Saturday right after the exam day, I wake up in my apartment. I've slept well, and I'm feeling great. Being released from the studying is absurdly refreshing. Maybe I should ask Yuna-san to be Tatiana's attendant for the day and go watch a movie or something. I'd say I deserve to cut loose today. Time to get shit-faced. No. Alas, I soon receive a message that ruins my mood. It's from Owari-san. We're holding a 7 counts today at 1,500 hours. Don't miss it. And so ends my day off. But that's 1,500. Oh wait, no, that's still like 5 hours from now. So I mean, you can do stuff between 1,500 hours. Oh no, 1,500 would be. Never mind. 1,500 is 3 hours from then. Never mind. But still, 3 hours to do something. You could have still watched a movie. I leave my apartment and arrive at Asakusa. I'll have lunch at some place and then head to the office. As I look around and wonder which eatery I should go to, I run into someone I know. Hey, Reiji, what a coincidence. And he's got the shink going on. There's only one person who could stand out this much. It's Iruka-san. Hello, are you going somewhere? Indeed I am. The thousand strong demonic insects are in my stomach and restless. I have to hurry and give them offerings to appease them. The world will end if I don't. Ha, our world is ended. Ding. Stop using more words than you have to, damn it. I'm hungry, so I'll get more food. It's more than enough. Are you going to the base? No, I still don't have lunch, so I'm looking for a place to eat. I see. Iruka-san falls silent for a moment, then strikes a pose. The witch has hold the pistol right that's been passed down from ancient empire darkness. Wakashi! Sorry, I don't get it all. As I look at him in confusion, Iruka-san starts acting weird, even for him. What I mean is that I'd like to treat you to something. I can't believe this. Iruka-san of all people is treating me to food? I've been working here for almost 3 months now, and I haven't seen him treat anyone to any food. I just can't imagine that ever happening. Hey, so I'm so moved you can't say anything, huh? Yes, this hit me pretty hard. I never expected you to buy food. It's a natural thing to do as your mentor. Also, you're working hard as your temporary self, aren't you? I bet your reward as a cycle. I'm quite sure that temporary self means college student in this context. So it's basically rewarding me for all the studying I did for my exams. It's annoying to have to translate all of that, but I get that he's basically giving me something for all my efforts. There's a limit to how indirect a person can be, and I'm happy about this. Thank you, Iruka-san. You don't have to thank me. I don't see his eyes, but I feel like he's pretty flustered. And he's talking normally, too. Flustered? Why? Is he embarrassed? This is a side of him I've never seen before. Anyway, let's go. Are we eating at Gyudon place? I'm quite sure that those sell the cheapest meals around these parts. However, Iruka-san shakes his head. Then, after a moment of hesitation, he takes a deep breath and proudly declares, "We're eating at Yoshikami, the master!" Or senpai, I guess, in this case. Oh, no, he didn't say senpai. That actually slipped out. How can I hold it in? I mean, he's taking me to Yoshikami. It's a famous Western food restaurant in Asakusa. A poor college student like myself can only afford to go there in his dreams. It's a Western food, so I have burgers that actually taste good. Because despite, it's weird how other countries sometimes do better with our cuisine than we do with our own cuisine because we want to be cheap about it. And he's actually taking me there? Iruka-san seems reliable for once. And we're off. All right. All right. Q. All right. Q. All right. Well, it looks nice. Looks like a classic cafe or something like that. In the Yoshikami, 7/29/2017, 1 something. It's past lunchtime, but there's still many people inside. The waiter comes up to us and leads us to the counter seats. We sit next to each other. I excitedly open the menu. All was great up until this point. The menu makes us freeze. Wait, I wonder if he knew about that too. Iruka-san? I hesitantly look at the side. He swayed profusely, and I could tell it's not because it's hot. Put whatever you like. Why is he being this kind of weirdly? This is kind of weird. He looks like he's about to die. What am I supposed to order in this situation? I hesitate, and in the end, Uh-oh, we got another selection of the soul. All right, we got it this time. We could choose this time. I'll just order something expensive. Over rice, I don't think I should have treated me. Tornado steak, I'll just pay for it myself. I should go for something safe. Oh man, we were too flustered with the decisions. Couldn't find something right. Maybe that's the sound effect it makes. Maybe it just means you failed the soul selection, but that doesn't mean you can't get a positive reaction out of it because of how you react to it. Kind of like with the Natsumi-san or whatever. Because if you go to my menu, like relationship stats, like who's first, second, or third, she's now taking the third stat or third place now. Even though I've been not really doing anything about it. What should I choose? Maybe I should just pay for something myself. As I think, Iruka-san opens his mouth. I've read you today's lucky menu revelation is that overrice is the way to go. I assume overrice is the cheapest menu on there. Choose overrice and the stars will surely protect you. So, overrice is the best choice here. Then I'll listen to the revelation, have some overrice. I decided to do as Iruka-san's message says. That's quite simple. If you have what it takes to listen to Revelation, you'll surely make it through any dangers you face. Though he looks smug, his face is wet with sweat. Waiting for my choice must have been suspenseful. By the way, what are you ordering? I assume you would have gotten a negative if you chose something super expensive. Me? That had been decided way back in my previous life. Iruka-san makes a pause, then faces the waiter. You know the funny thing about these restaurants that are talking about prices? This is why I don't go out to eat to restaurants at all. I could afford it because I hoard a lot of my money like some hermit, but I just can't stand the price for getting a meal at one of these places for $30. I'm just I could have I could basically feed myself for the rest of the week on $30. With lesser grade food and cooking properly. Anyway. Rice and water, please. Well, there you go. Judgement 7 office, conference space, 7/29/2017, 3 p.m. On a Saturday, no less. Working on a Saturday. Yeah, I've been in retail. I know what that's like. After Iruka-san treated me to lunch, we made our way to the office. At 1500 hours, all the J7 members are gathered in the meeting place, with the exception of Wari-san. I wonder what's today's subject? Perhaps he'll finally make a proper start in the new game. Yeah, as if. Yeah, it's almost like we're a game development studio or something. That'd be great. It doesn't come together properly without him. I listened to their exchange. J7's new game, W.O.R.L.D in Heaven, hasn't seen much development due to the fact that Wari-san focused solely on the New World experience experiments. With the exams done, I'd love to start working on the game too. By the way, Reiji, I forgot to ask you because of a mysterious mental attack, but how'd you do on your exams? I don't think I was completely in control, but I doubt I'll have any problems. Thank you for helping me. You had me as a mentor. Of course you wouldn't feel. I was actually using my Irish on her for a second. She puffs her chest. That isn't there. You're the one who made the professor mad, As we banter amongst ourselves, we're finally joined by the one who started this meeting. Ah, everyone's here. Good. Why are you late? You're the one who said we'd have a meeting. Asan complains, and I can't blame her. So, what do you want? Got any music for me to make? Man, I like to list with mental images. Music for you to make? What are you talking about? Wari-san stares at her blankly. What do you mean, what? We're going to talk about making the game, right? Ah, no we aren't. I had you come here today for only one reason. He puts an air of importance. The door to the new world shall be open once again. No one seems to understand what he's saying. A moment later, I realize he's talking about the New World experience. But we experimented tons of time already, and none of them worked. Didn't you already give up? Give up doesn't exist in my vocabulary. He more or less steals the phrase of that one French emperor. Is it talking about Napoleon? Alright. I put all the game development aside to see if I can recreate NWE. I finally found the answer. You better have a nice nest egg saved just in case if you're not going to be working on actual games. He continues talking excitedly. Yeah, there he is. A crap ton of loves deal. I found a large trace of datacom logs from the first NWE. The traces are hard to understand. To find them was pretty damn hard. And the logs were all gathering in Tachinka's PC back in Rocky North. Yet, my PC! Tatiana jumps out of her seat in surprise. Indeed, the difference between the time NWE worked and the times it didn't is our connection to Chinka's PC in Hokkaido. Interesting. That's true. The time that phenomenon happened, Tatiana was still in Hokkaido, and we did the World program demo over the net. Since then, we haven't connected that PC once. Tatiana is with us, so there's just no need. But I don't know any data that can make a VR like you describe. There's nothing like that on my PC. Oh yeah, PC doesn't have the data to build the new world. From what I saw, there was some trace of data comms from your PC too, but not even I can follow them. Man, what a shame. As Wari-san looks regretful, Tatiana starts to panic. Wait, how can you look up what's on my PC? Oh, that's simple. I hacked it. Made it controllable from here. Yet, I had protected it from an unbreakable security. How did you take it? She seems generally shocked. If she says that, then it must be really great security. Wari-san broke through it like it's no big deal. He's actually an amazing programmer. Judgement, how's the World Program Analysis Program coming along? I just finished it yesterday. Heading your provided program was hard, but I'm a genius, so I prevailed. Then we're ready. W.O.R.L nods in satisfaction. This time we can replicate the situation from back then perfectly. Now, bring your NWGs. Yes, once again, let's all go in there so if something happens, no one can pull the plug to get us out. Yep, smartest move ever. We bring our NWGs and put them on. Yeah, sometimes stories can't go forward unless someone's an idiot for no reason. Although with this group, I guess someone could be an idiot for easy reasons, but still, we got a couple of geniuses in the group, you know. I turn it on and activate the monitor function. The smartphone screen in the inside starts showing the feed of the external camera. A W.O.R.L starts talking about the laptop he brought with him. Took control of Tachinka's PC and linked it with us. Now the situation's the same as that time. Let's run the program world program standby. Alright. Now let's see if it works again. I don't know why we're doing this. I mean, we were scared about if we were going to get out or survive. So, various info appears overlaid upon my vision. Now for the voice command. You do it this time, Tachinka. Do you remember it? It's change the world. I still don't believe it, but don't play along with your experiments. Change the world. She misspelled it. She did. Yep. I look at Tatiana with sympathetic eyes. Well, she said it in Russian, so. It's not my fault. It's all because Sakai uses a word again that's too long. She starts throwing a tantrum in her chair. The whole thing makes Asana-san laugh out loud. Change the world? Seriously? Can't you say change the world? Ah! Wait. Well, that was brief. Well, the sound just changed into the da-da. Ugh! Asano said it! Oh, she said. Oh, that's right. She did activate, didn't she? Oh. World program change the world. A filter appears on my vision, displaying even more info than before. The world program has started. I tried to see it through meaning. Geez, sorry. Hell, don't blame me. It was on purpose. Unforgivable! Calm down, Tachinka. Let you do it next time. Anyway, the program is up. Time to augment what we'll see. A W.O.R.L operates his laptop. A moment later, we see what begins to change. Is it going to be the dungeon again? Yep, dungeon again. Using the same backdrop and overlays because we want to save money. Textures are applied to what we see in real time. The meeting space becomes a dark dungeon. That wasn't a bad game. Now it's time for our gal. Sorry. Now it's time for our gal Rory. When she appears, the situation will be the exact same as before. W.O.R.L reaches for his laptop keyboard, but the change happens before he even does anything. Huh? So it has something to do with Tachinka's machine, huh? Yet, what's going on? It's right. It's the exact same phenomenon as that time, right? Yeah, the program's going haywire. It's happening. That means that summoning a Rory wasn't necessary. The phenomenon happens as long as the conditions are met. What a shame. Yep, I'm with you there too. W.O.R.L whispers in sadness. You really want to call Rory, huh? Though I wanted to see her again too. If the program is out of control, should happen soon too, right? What's supposed to happen? I want to know too. Tanya, that is. Right as Unison is about to explain. Boom. So where are we gonna go this time? At least I guess this time we're actually aware of what's going on. So dot. My vision is overcome by darkness. Sakai, did the program crash? I don't see anything. Do something about it. No, Tatiana, the situation's the same as before. Then we're all ready. Let's just take off these uncomfortable goggles. We won't see anything with them on. We listen to Sumi-san's suggestion and take off our NWGs. Chapter 4. Our world has rotted. Unfortunately news. What? Huh. I'm glad that... it looks like the chapter's getting a little bit quicker, maybe? Or maybe I just went through that a lot faster than before. I don't know. I assume we're still in whatever program world it is. Of Office Space, 7:29, 4 p.m. An hour later. Well, I guess we'll find out. We're still in the meeting space. It looks the same as ever. First, the world program went out of control, then the sudden blackout. Things are exactly the same as they were during the first New World experience. This makes it likely that That makes it likely that we're in VR. However, we have no means to confirm that's really the case. That's just how realistic this VR is. Well, so where are we? My instincts tell me that we're right before we set out. You know, this almost reminds me of an episode of Red Dwarf or one of the books called Better Than Life. Now, I need to watch that series again. It's been a hot minute. Actually, I think over a year or so. Anyway. Yeah, won't we know? We won't know won't we know if we go outside? I'd rather not. It'll be all over for us if we run into LL's Prime, so Asano and Tatiana would be fine. Hey, don't just assume that. That thing might have got some bigger range since last time. Everyone else is just as confused about which world we're in. So, the experiment failed again. Well, I'm a genius, so I knew this would happen. Tatiana doesn't believe in NWA, so she instantly assumes that this is the real world. Hehehehe. Wire-san smiles confidently. No need to be so perplexed, people. This is no doubt the other world. Why are you so confident? I feel it. He speaks without a hint of hesitation. And also, we have a way to prove it. Tachika, can you run the World Program Analysis program? Okay, that just throws me off. You made. It should make everything clear. I'll play along just a bit more. She placed her handheld PC on the table. I completed the program and called it the boogie. It can influence the guy's program and even control it a little bit. It's amazing. Tatiana operates her PC. I just ran it. Now I'll make it create a test object. If this is really the VR, you were talking about a butt? A-O-B-U-T. I don't even think that's a Russian version of it. I think that's just spelled about wrong. We should see the object even without the goggles. Alright, I'm switching it on. She presses the enter key. There's a bear. I'm totally freaking out. Yet! The appearance of the object surprises her. She's not the only one, though. We're all surprised, and we're now certain that this is the VR. What's going on? This is impossible. It's not true. It's impossible! Tatiana goes to touch the object. I can touch it. We still don't know what kind of world this is and how we actually came here. Even so, we recreate the condition from before and came here once again. Alright, I've decided this new world is now officially the new world. So America's no longer the new world? Sad face. Awari-san does what he'd usually do and give a name to this place. New World, yep, that's so original. And that's what we actually called it now. And we already have the term New World Experience, so no one's actually against it. We arrived in the new world by our own will. This is a small step for us and one giant leap for mankind. Isn't the same as stepping on the moon? Find out next time in the next episode of Our World Is Ended. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.